Okay, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. This is my post-market wrap-up on this lovely, and I mean this in the actual sense, lovely Wednesday, May 19th, 2021. People, when I see a day like today, really, I can't tell you how excited I get, because this is the kind of thing real traders want to see. Real investors want to see panic selling. And then there was some serious buying towards the end of the day, not just in cryptocurrencies, which finished well off the lows. Bitcoin made a serious turnaround. So did Dash, by the way. I added to both of those positions today. I'll talk more about that in a little bit. But the stock market, the Dow Jones Industrial Average was down 600 points at one time. We finished like down 180. This was institutions buying the dip. Oh my, imagine my shock. No, I'm not shocked at all, because this is how professionals work. And I see there's a lot of people placing comments, who all believe they are cryptocurrency experts. Meanwhile, they don't even own a single one of them. Most of these people who are saying, this is it, it's over. Not one time, ever, have these people been correct. I want you to think about that. So every comment that you will see in this video, and the ones in the last one that I did this morning telling you that Bitcoin's going to zero, cryptos are trash, they're going to evaporate, every one of those people have been consistently wrong since time immemorial. They've never been right, not once. So I want you to consider that. Look, thank you for keeping me entertained, all of you. I read the comments telling me how wrong I am, how wrong I'm going to be. I've heard this since Bitcoin like 3,000, when I said to start to buy Bitcoin at 3,000, okay? So Bitcoin fell to what, a 4-month low, 3.5-month low? Okay, big deal. You know what drove this today? Well, there's two factors. Number one, China not allowing their banks to transact or accept Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies. Okay, so freaking what? This has been spoken about in the past. That's not what really drove the price. That started it. Okay, but when people got hit with margin calls, that's really what drove this. Okay, people out here, okay, and I never do this, are trading on margin, not just the stock market, but they're trading cryptocurrencies on margin, which in my view is a very bad idea. But okay, you do what you want to. So when margin requirements were raised, there was a panic sell-off. So margin calls is what drove the sell-off. But as you can see, towards the end of the day here, with regard to Bitcoin, if you want to focus on that one, there was a lot of buying. Bitcoin was down almost like at 30,000. We're at almost 39 or 38,000. A lot of buying. Dash this morning, I jumped in and bought it at 153. It's over 200 again. I bought a lot of Dash this morning. I loaded up on it, and if it falls, I will buy more, okay? That's just the way I'm going to play it here. Again, so if you understand the mechanism here, what drove the panic selling, that is margin calls, you realize, just like me, look at the smile, that this was a buying opportunity. You want to take advantage of panic. Okay, when you're in this market, when you're a speculator, you take advantage of that. If there are people out there that are going to sell because they have no choice, because they've gotten a margin call, well, their loss is your gain. And I always tell you, nothing is going to get by me. That means nothing's going to get by you either. I told all of you this morning who subscribed to my free newsletter, link in the description of this video, right at the open here, I bought more Bitcoin and I bought more Dash, and I caught it right at the low. You see how I work? And if they drop again, I'm buying. Okay, I am buying. You guys and girls do what you want to do. You want to stay in the dollar, like I said, you cryptocurrency experts who have never once, not one time, have you been right. Let me ask you, all you cryptocurrency experts out here, and even stock market experts out here, Tell me the last time that you can remember that buying the dip did not work. Ooh, silence. I can't hear anything because it always has worked. It always will continue to work. You understand? So stop making yourself look stupid. I'm being honest with you. Stop writing all this crap about Bitcoin and cryptos being trash and it's going to zero because you really look dumb. And I don't want any of you to look dumb unless you want to make yourself look dumb. Some people like that kind of thing. I don't know. I'm not into that. Anyway, so look, I think you get it here. I will not change my perspective. And anybody who understands why they are owning cryptocurrencies is feeling exactly the same way as I do. Okay, those of you who don't own it or don't want to touch it, you think it's in a bubble, like you said at 3,000 or 1,000 or 2,000. Well, guess what? You're wrong again. You will be wrong again because you've never been right. Not one time. I want you to think about that. How does it feel to be wrong 100% of the time? Not just 99, 100%. Yeah, that's all of you who've been saying that Bitcoin's a bubble, cryptos suck. They've made people so rich, so freaking wealthy. It's frankly stupid. But look, you do what you want to do. Lovely, isn't it? Now let's talk a little bit. So I already covered the driver here, margin calls with regard to cryptocurrency, and that was panic selling, and there was a lot of dip buying here. Now, a couple of other things that weighed on the market, although we made a miraculous turnaround from being down 600 with regard to the Dow to only down about 180. This is the Fed minutes. So we heard from the Fed today, and several Fed presidents, voting members, are concerned about this inflation issue and are saying, hey, maybe the Fed should start tapering. It's not going to happen. No, duh. Okay? Just remember I said that. Not for the foreseeable future. You're listening to a guy who has a 98% success rate with calling what the Fed would do. I know what the Fed's going to do before they do it. Anyway, here, let me see. What else did I write down? Look, I had to write two sides, 1 and 2. Anyway, let's talk about gold and silver real quick. Gold, right at the beginning today, went from the futures being negative to positive. Very good. So there's a lot of buying there. And gold and silver both. I want you to think about this. In the last month, gold is up 6%. Silver is up 8%. Okay, just in the last month. I think that's pretty freaking epic. And I told you yesterday, hedge funds are buying the ETFs or the exchange traded funds. I think you know that. Let's see here, people. Look, so you know what I wrote? Look what I wrote here. Look at that word. Can you see that? Fear! Fear! When people get afraid and they start selling like this, you buy. You understand? You must understand market dynamics. You must understand how the market works. It's a psychological battle. You understand? This isn't about technical analysis. This isn't about fundamentals. This is about psychology. Truly, I mean, look at the comments again, like that are going to be here on this video. All those people who are so negative crypto, who wished in their wildest dreams they would have bought Bitcoin when I said to buy it at 3,000. They would have been the happiest people on the face of the earth. But no, because they missed that boat, they hate it now. I mean, that's just human nature here. You understand that? Because they thought they were crypto experts back then. And they still think so today. Duh! No. As far as I'm concerned, with regard to cryptocurrencies, massive buying opportunity. Like I've been telling you since time immemorial. With regard to gold and silver, people, they're always going to be buying opportunities. I explained this to you. Look up the Dow gold ratio. It's 18. It's 18. That tells you, or should tell you, that gold is a screaming buy like you cannot believe. And because of the gold-silver ratio at 66, it makes silver the most undervalued asset on the planet Earth. Okay, so you know what to do there as well. You want to stay in the dollar? Good for you. You're going to continue to lose just like you've been doing. And I don't know what to tell you people. I can steer you in the right directions, like buy Bitcoin at 3,000, for example, or buy this market, buy the dips here and there. I can tell you all these things, but unless you do something about it, you lose. You understand? I don't want you to lose. I have legions of lions behind me, legions of them, and I mean that, tens of thousands, thousands and thousands all over the world, and they are ripping the face off of this market, crypto markets, and everything else in between. Okay, we are holding gold and silver for the long run. Period. The end. You know that. We are holding cryptocurrencies for the long run too. At least I am. I do not trade cryptocurrency. So I don't give a damn what it does. This, to me, when I see panic selling because of margin calls, you jump in and buy. Okay? If you don't, you miss the boat again. How many times do you want to miss the boat? Okay, you tell me, because it seems like some of you have missed it 100% of the time, and that's terrible to see. It really is. It really is. Anyway, like I said, with regard to this market, this was a buying opportunity as well. Cryptocurrency is buying opportunity. Obviously, gold and silver keep on buying. Crude oil took a big hit today. That weighed on the market. Market would have probably finished positive if crude oil had put on a gain. WTI, West Texas Intermediate, which is the one you should be watching, and I have it right on my website, traderstrays.net for you. It lost like 3%, and that hit the energy sector, financial sector, and it brought the whole market down with it. That's where we're at, people. Look, you tell me again, I'm going to leave you off with this. When was the last time that you can remember that buying the dip didn't work? How about it works 100% of the time, okay? It's really the truth. We are not in any kind of a mania, like tulip mania or anything like that here. And until you snap out of it, you're going to continue to lose. You're going to stay stuck in the dollar. Good. Most of you at least are holding, at least I hope, physical gold and physical silver. But if you're a one-trick pony in this kind of an environment, you could be doing a lot better if you learned a few more tricks. All right, with that said, I'm out of here. This guy here loves you a lot. Please share the video. I'll see you in the morning.